Hey gamers, how are you doing today? We're going to talk a little bit about the huge news that just hit. EA is being acquired for $55 billion. With a B, you heard that right. This is some crazy big news for us as gamers, and it's a week before the Battlefield 6 release, which is, crazy timing. Obviously, Battlefield 6 has been getting great initial reviews from the playtest and everything, other than the single player. I heard it's not very good, but you don't buy Battlefield for the single player, but that's another video. So I think they're moving off the momentum of the positive news of Battlefield 6, and they decided, well, it's time to sell. Good news if you were a stock owner, you get $210 per share, which is crazy. I mean, that's a lot of money. That was higher than they were predicting back when they first started talking about all this. So that's awesome. But they're going private, so the stock is going away. I mean, EA has some of the biggest franchises really in the world, right? Battlefield, FIFA, Madden, Apex Legends, The Sims. I mean, there's a bunch. Like, I'm barely touching the surface there. Dragon Age. Like, there's some of the biggest franchises in the world that EA owns. So what's going to happen? Who knows, right? We've seen other studios scoop up other large studios. Microsoft buying Bethesda slash Activision. We saw Sony buy Bungie. I mean, things haven't been too much different, I would say, for those companies, but that's a little bit different than what's happening here because, well, this is a Saudi Arabian gaming consortium of investors, right? I mean, including there's public investors, private investors. I mean, the Kushner guy's involved in it somehow. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but yeah, there's a big purchase here. Now they've been trying to diversify their portfolio. Saudi Arabia has, right? They, mostly oil over there. They've been buying gaming companies. This isn't new. They bought some mobile game developers a couple years back for like billions of dollars. And so they are trying to do this. This isn't brand new. This isn't completely out of the realm of possibilities that you would expect to happen, right? The deal is this is like one of the biggest deals, the second biggest deal in the world, right? And so for video gaming. And so what's going to happen to our titles? Well, first off, good news is one of the first announcements they made is they're not changing any leadership. So everybody who's on at EA is staying in place for now. That's good. I mean, you expect that, right? If the company's not in a bunch of turmoil in the news for negative things, then you don't really want to make a shakeup, especially with Battlefield 6 coming out here like in a week. And so they're keeping everybody in place. So we should expect that. Not much to change in that aspect of it. Now, game development takes a long time. I would expect we'll start seeing changes maybe in a year or so of how this company is going to approach, all these giant titles. Are we going to go quality over getting things out quantity? Are we going to take the time to make products right, to make sure they have the money they need in place to upgrade them every year, like Madden, FIFA, all the games get yearly updates? Are we going to press things, just get them out the door? Like, EA was kind of bad about that for a while. They've improved. So, they're definitely doing better. But we also had games like, the new Dragon Age that came out last year. It did not get great. It didn't do great. Like, it's supposed to be a good game. It got reviewed really well, but it didn't do very well in sales. I don't know if it wasn't marketed right. But yeah, huge shakeup. I mean, this is some of my favorite franchises. If it goes bad, we could see it splinter in years to come where they start to sell off franchises. They're not able to manage all of them. That could be good or bad, right? Depending on who buys them. If a company who actually cares about it buys it and, does some good things with it, that can be awesome. We've seen that in the past a few times happen like that. So yeah, big news in the gaming world. Battlefield 6 is still next week, and we're going to be covering it. Super excited for it. But yeah, I don't really fully know what to expect out of this deal in the long term. But for the short term, I think right now it looks interesting that they're keeping everybody in place. That's a positive note. We got some big games coming out. That's the breakdown of the EA acquisition, or EA being acquired, excuse me, for $55 billion. Hopefully, let me know in the comments. What do you think? What's going to happen? What's your favorite EA title? I mean, we have ones we didn't even talk about that EA has scrubbed. I mean, don't forget about games like, Max the Studio brought us Sim City. Like, they still have that. Maybe this is going to be good. Maybe the new group was going to bring stuff like that back alive. We're going to get another Sim City. I mean, that'd be cool, right? So anything's possible, which is great. So thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have yourself a great day.